Your time. Are you in the market for a new place to live? Well, with the abundance of rental communities in Metro Atlanta, the process, it can be overwhelming, but guess what? It doesn't have to be. And Fox 5 real estate expert John Adams is here with the best way to find the right rental home for you. John, good morning, first of all.
Good morning. Thank you, sir.
I always did the old dartboard method. I was like, oh, there's a couple places. Yeah, that's the one. There's a better way, you're saying?
Well, the problem is there's such an overwhelming number of rentals available. We have 6 million people in the metro area now. Everybody's got to have a place to live. And so as a result, it's just impossible to figure out, a lot of times we just look at a sign and say, oh, this looks good. Well, there's a more systematic way to do it. And because of the large number of available listings, technology has jumped in and made the job a lot easier. So I've come up with 5 websites that I think any prospective renter would benefit by using.
That's good advice. Even a dinosaur like me goes online to check things like that. So let's talk about number 5. What's your number 5 website?
Number 5 is going to be apartments.com. This is sort of a high-tech site because they have these 3D, you go in and look at a 3D image and it takes you you can see the interior of the apartment without visiting, which is a real time saver. Also, you can set up appointments without having to actually talk to anybody. If you see it, you like it, say, I want to come out there, the appointment is set. So it's handy, and they've got like 25,000 listings in Metro Atlanta.
All right, let's talk about number 4.
Number 4, apartments.com. This is sort of an up-and-comer. This is a relatively new website to the Atlanta area. They've been quite aggressive, and it's a comprehensive. Their approach is more map-based. So if you have a part of town you know that you want to be in, you start there, look at the map, and work your way out. So that's a good way to start as well.
Okay, so we have apartments.com, we have realtor.com. Both those make total sense to me. Number 3, I don't get quite. Well, explain it to me.
Okay, all right, very good. Number 3 is Zumper.
Zumper.
Zumper is sort of interesting. It is an inventory. They claim to have over 1 million listings nationwide, but they have done very well in Atlanta. Again, as so many of these websites are, Buck, a relatively new upstart, but they have gained traction in the Atlanta area. If they don't get a lot of listings, nobody goes there, and if nobody's going there, they won't get a lot of listings. So it's sort of a catch-22 for them. But Zumper has done very well. Their twist is that they're partnered with Experian, which means while you're there, you can not only see your credit report, but submit an online application to the landlord with a copy of your credit report, which moves you through the process much more quickly. The landlord's going to do that anyway. If he gets it from Experian, he knows it's safe, and if it looks good, that moves you forward.
Make it easy on him, right?
That's
all right, number 2, I think we've all heard of.
Number 2, and we talked about this in our last visit, is Craigslist.com. What a behemoth. About 15 years ago, the number 1 way in Atlanta, Georgia to advertise a rental was in the local newspaper. The classified section was massive. As a youngster, I delivered the Atlanta Journal-Constitution on Sunday, and I loathed
Wait, they used to have an actual paper copy of it? They did?
Believe it or not, they actually did. That was back in the 1890s.
Right, sure.
But nonetheless, Craigslist came along and changed the model and said, we're not even going to charge for this. We're not in this for profit. We're here to help out our fellow man, which is sort of an interesting approach, one that most of us had never considered, not from a business standpoint. And as a business model, it's been wildly successful, and literally nationwide, they have run classified sections right out of business as far as real estate is concerned. So now everybody is listing almost everything they have on Craigslist. The problem with that is Craigslist has no way to verify these, and it's anonymous. And so the scamsters have been drawn to that. We talked about this last time. It's not a real serious problem. It's less than 2% of the listings, but it's enough of a problem that it should cause a level of concern. So So I say use Craigslist, but have a note of caution.
Okay, we're almost out of time, so
Yep.
the last one, if you can hit it real quick.
The last one, real quick, is Zillow.com. Real strong site. I would say start with Zillow.com rentals. You're going to find some great advice there and lots of listings. They have been extremely successful, and there's a reason why.
All right, good advice as always, John. We appreciate you coming in, and John will be here for the next hour to answer all your real estate questions on our Fox 5 Atlanta Facebook page.